So even though Tyson Fury is literally named after Mike Tyson,
Here he is, my main man. This is him, the man who named me son after. The best heavyweight in his era, this best young man will ever born.
Mike is backing Francis Ngannou for their upcoming boxing match. Fury versus Ngannou goes down on October 28th. Mike Tyson went on to say, "It's no secret that I back Ngannou 100% in this face-off of champions. He has one hard punch, and when it lands, it's game over. I'm looking forward to working with Ngannou and supporting his transition from the octagon to the boxing ring. He isn't a combat novice. He's a world champion. He knows how to compete when the bell rings, but the key will be combining his energy and combat skills into his punches and using his agility to move swiftly around the ring, then delivering the knockout blow. We're here to win." Francis Ngannou discusses having Mike in his training camp. He went on to say, "Bringing Mike Tyson into my training camp is one of the best decisions I can make to prepare for Tyson Fury in the ring. Mike Tyson is an idol of mine in the sport. His experience and boxing IQ will be important to honing my technique under his guidance to win this super fight. I've been wanting this fight for years, and now that it's here, I'm focused on fighting the greatest fight of my career and shocking the world on the most epic stage for the fans. The world will know who's the baddest man on the planet." Marcos Rogerio de Lima reveals Derek Lewis's flying knee at UFC 291 did some serious damage to him. He says that his teeth are loose and he can't even eat properly. He said it's one thing when you lose while fighting. The way it was really painful. We do this thing where you feel out the other guy's energy before you start fighting. I was feeling great. I felt like he was a little apprehensive. I started out like I always do. He rushed me and I thought he was going to throw a Superman punch. I raised my guard and he threw a knee. I was kind of out when I fell down. It was a hard blow and I couldn't react. Now there's a lot of people sending me messages, emails. I've never received that many messages. I lost one fight and instead of supporting me, people from my country, my fans, are bothering me. I took a hard knee. My teeth are all loose. I can't eat properly. It's a hard moment. Let's support our fighters and motivate them. Renato Moicano responds to Bobby Green calling him out on the MMA Hour.
February of 2022, we fought in Texas. I fought against Alex Hernandez. Beautiful performance. They should have given me the bonus, but they didn't. And Bobby Green beat Nazareth. And after that fight, I called Bobby Green out on the MMA Junkie when they were at ATT. I feel that was a good fight to make at the time, but guess what? He didn't answer me, you know? After that, he stepped on a fight on a short day notice against Makhachev. Somebody got hurt, and 1 week after, I stepped to fight RDA, you know, in a 5-day notice. And after the fight, we both lose. Of course, we are not ready to fight on a short day notice after a fight in Texas. But after the fight, I just got in Brazil and I said, guess what? I will call out Bobby Green because that fight makes sense. But he didn't answer me one more time. I fought Doba, he lose, and I fought Brad Riddell and I win and I got ranked. Very good performance. Guess what? Now he beat Tony, the retired Tony, and now he's calling me out. But guess what, Bobby Green? Let me tell you something. Moicano wants money, you know. Moicano wants to fight above the rankings, you know. Wants to fight Jalen Turner, Dan Hooker, but Dan Hooker is hurt. I don't know what's going on with Jalen Turner. So right now I am injured, you know. My knee is not good, but I'm recovering, and in a week I gonna get back to the doctor, and he gonna tell if I can fight this year or not. But most likely I'll be ready for November, you know. And if Jalen Turner doesn't want the smoke, if Dan Hooker doesn't want the smoke, if Michael Chandler, if all these guys, they avoid me to fight, I fight you, of course, in a 5-round main event, you know, because Moicano wants money. Because I'm not fighting you in prelim cards, I'm not fighting you in Vegas, brother. It has to be a main event, you know, 5 rounds, okay? Otherwise, I would fight people above me on the ranking.
Dana White congratulates Tatiana Suarez after her victory over Jessica Andrade tonight at UFC Nashville. At UFC Nashville tonight, Corey Sandhagen defeated Rob Font via unanimous decision. Aljamain Sterling reacted saying, "Don't anyone ever tell me or Merab that we're boring and don't do anything with takedowns. The audacity. Fans were booing during the main event tonight, and Dana White walked out of the arena during the 4th round.
Feeling good. I didn't get, I have no damage. I guess except for an arm thing that I did in the 1st round that was probably my own fault. I 45-50'd the number 7 guy in the world. I beat the last guy by a mile, and I stopped Song Yadong, who's an incredible fighter, in the 4th. I'm on like a good streak right now. Like, I'm proven to be like one of the best well-rounded martial arts in the game. These guys that can strike with me and have a chance at beating me, I'm not doing that, you know, like, I'll outstrike the wrestlers and I'll out-wrestle the strikers. We're gonna go to my hotel room and have some pizza, and I'm gonna try not to think about my elbow and it's gonna hurt, and yeah, nothing exciting. And then hopefully this isn't what the doc said and I can get back to training as soon as possible.
The boxing match between Nate Diaz and Jake Paul is just wrapped up. Drake bet $250,000 on Nate Diaz to win. Drake wrote, "Jake is a dog, but I can never bet against a Diaz brother. That's just how I was raised." Jake defeated Nate via unanimous decision. Conor McGregor reacted saying, "F this. Sweetie, what's up?" KSI tweeted that Jake Paul performance was terrible. October 14th, you get to watch a real fight and challenge. Dylan Dana says Jake Paul is complete shit. Jake Shields says, "Wow, what a great fight." Ariel Helwani tweeted vintage. Jimmy Manawa says good fight. Chris Cyborg says Nate Diaz wins by 10th round guillotine. Derek Brunson tweeted, "Is it Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz in MMA next?" And Rampage Jackson says, "I had Nate winning on my cards."
Yeah, I want $10 million. PFL, that's the offer. Let's run it back in MMA. Make it fair. I won one. Now it's your chance in your home territory. MMA, let's do it.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Frank. It's in reference to Jorge Masvidal offering Brendan Schaub a fight with Derek Lewis. It says, "Please God, please let Brendan fight Derek Lewis. We need to see that." The second one's from Real2606. It's in reference to the beef between Jamal Hill and Ariel Helwani. It says, "The problem with getting away with things is that it builds a false sense of confidence. Ariel really thought he could keep lying and manipulating everyone forever. Such a delusional and arrogant dude." And the final one's from Adrian. It says, "Jamal already said Ariel brought up Jamal after his manager brought him up. So Ariel literally proved nothing with the screenshot because he did not show that he brought up Jamal first." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.